Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Week 6 teasers. Let's get this money. Live call-in show Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. We can talk there. First game, we got the New York Jets at the Green Bay Packers. Packers are -7. And I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I'm not trying to diminish the Jets and what Salah has done. It's been a little bit better this season, but I'm bringing that -7 down to a Packers pick 'em. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. But most importantly, I think Aaron Jones has a monster game. I've been begging and imploring you guys to hit the Aaron Jones player props this week, especially the over rushing yards. I think he gets over 100 against the Jets. I think the Packers are the more physical team. And a good reason to tease this game is there's going to be 2 or 3 possessions where this Packers defense just doesn't show up. I don't know if it's a lack of coaching, lack of motivation, or they just lose interest mid-game. But we know the Jets will be able to do something against this Packers defense. But I see a big bounce-back game from the Packers. Packers don't have many wide receivers. We already know that. But I think this is more about the Packers' run attack, play action with Aaron Rodgers. That's one thing we haven't seen a lot out of Green Bay, them utilizing the play action. Think they hit 1 or 2 deep balls against this Jets cover 3. Give me the Packers in a pick 'em. Next game on the teaser, we got the Jacksonville Jags at the Indianapolis Colts. Jags are +2. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Give me the Jags +9. I'm bringing this 2-9. And when I look at the Jags, I'm extremely disappointed. Yes, they've won us money this year. Yes, Pedersen has brought a new spark to this squad. But that game against the Texans and even the Eagles games, those were in their hands. Those were winnable games, and they let it slip away. A lot of it's Trevor Lawrence. But luckily, Trevor Lawrence is going into Indy. One thing that no one wants to talk about with the Colts is their lack of pass rush. Yes, they got the Forrest Buckner in the middle, and he wins battles, but there's no one giving a consistent edge pass rush. There's no one to scare Trevor Lawrence. I think the Jags get the run game going. I think Trevor Lawrence has a bounce-back day throwing the ball. As for the other side of the ball, man, this Jags defense, they should be better than what they put out on film. And I want to see how their defensive line does against the Colts offensive line. Last game they played, the Jags D-line absolutely kicked their ass. When they played last year, week 17, the Jags D-line absolutely kicked their ass. I'm not saying it's going to be total ownage like last time, but I think this Jags defensive line gets in the running lanes. It's not going to be easy for Jonathan Taylor. I'm not so sure that ankle is fully recovered. Give me the Jags +9. Next game, we're going to the Meadowlands. We got the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants. Ravens are -5.5. Listen, I'm giving up the point. We use 7, but I'm giving up a point or 2. I'm just going down the Ravens in a pick 'em. I understand this is a little bit risky for a teaser, and we have to give credit to Brian Daboll. The energy, the creativity he's brought to the Giants has been something special, but I feel like this Ravens team is getting more well-rounded every single week. They got 3 or 4 ways to win a ball game, and against the Giants, we know the Giants like playing sloppy, scrappy games where they try to outlast you. I think the Ravens, they're going to be able to outlast the Giants. Lamar's playing great. Bateman should be back this week. Expect 1 or 2 deep balls from the Ravens. Last week, they missed 3 wide open ones. I don't think that happens again. Wink Martindale is going to send blitz after blitz, man against man all game. I think Lamar, like I said, I see big plays coming for the Ravens. I think the Ravens will, I'm worried about, the only thing that worries me about this game is the Ravens' run attack, but I think Lamar will make up for it in big plays. On the other side of the defense, Daniel Jones isn't a guy to stretch your secondary. I don't care what happened to Green Bay last week. I don't care what Saquon Barkley did last week. I don't see the Giants' offensive line opening too many holes, and I don't see Daniel Jones going back there, scanning the field, 3-4 reads, and tearing this Ravens secondary up. The Ravens secondary has gotten a lot better the last 3 weeks. I feel more comfy with it. Give me the Ravens and the pick 'em. Last game on the 4-team teaser, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the New Orleans Saints. Right now it's Bengals -1.5, Bengals -2 on some books. I'm going to bring that -1.5. Let's bring it to +5, +5.5, wherever you're at. And I feel like the Bengals win this game. I feel like the Bengals, they aren't the same team as last year. They are lacking explosion, but the Saints defense isn't the same defense as last year either. Lattimore out for the Saints. He is the absolute lifeblood, the heart of the Saints defense. If he's out, I see big avenues for Joe Burrow to exploit. And the encouraging part about this Bengals team the last 2 weeks is they seem to have gotten the run game going. It's not what it was last year where they would pound people, hit a play action pass deep over your fucking head. But we saw Joe Mixon get in a little bit of a groove, a little bit of a rhythm against the Ravens last week. And the Saints just haven't been stopping the run like they did before. We saw the Seahawks gashing them. We saw Geno Smith gashing their secondary. Now, that's not me taking anything away from the Seahawks and Geno Smith, but Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Boyd, they're on a little bit of a different level. Bengals +5.5. That's the 4-team teaser. Now I got a 2-team teaser. I like this one, and I want to give you guys something to do, something to put forth on Thursday night. We got the Washington No-Names on Thursday Night Football at the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Bears are +1 now. We saw that shift. I'm bringing that Bears +1 up to Bears +8. I think that's a very comfortable position to be in. I don't see this being anything more than a touchdown game. I don't like the Commanders' offensive line. They've been absolutely hideous. Now, I know the Bears don't have much on the front four besides Robert Quinn, but this Bears team doesn't quit. They keep battling no matter the circumstances, and this no-names team makes 2 or 3 gigantic mistakes a game. We can criticize the Bears. We bet against them a lot this year, but they don't make critical mistakes in games. They don't give the ball, they don't churn the ball over too much. I think the no-names have more turnovers, and I think the Bears keep it close. Even think the Bears can probably win this game. I like the Bears +8. Next game on the 2-team teaser, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, divorce attorneys and all, at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bucs are -8. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to bring the Bucs down to -1. And they seem like the perfect team to tease if you've seen what they've done the last 2 years against the point spread. Give me Bucs -1 against the Steelers. Listen, I think we're going to see fight and grit out of the Steelers. I do think we see a little bit of an Alamo-type performance. Kenny Pickett to Perkins. I do think George Pickens, I do think we see some big plays from the Steelers, but they just don't got the horses. They don't got the dogs to stay with the Buccaneers. Buccaneers -1. I really like this. If you want another one on Thursday night, no-names at Steelers, over under 38. Bring that 38 down to 31. Go over. Here's the teasers. We got the Packers in a pick'em. Jags +9. Ravens in a pick'em. Bengals +5.5. On the 2-team, we got Bears +8. We got Bucs -1. Hit the like button, share the videos. The best gambling show on the internet. Thank you for your support. Get up
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around.